Hello, everyone. Today, one of the parables I'll be talking about is the parable of Jesus, the true vine. And I'm just gonna tell you what I personally get from it, and hopefully you'll be blessed. So, John 15, verse 1 says, it says, I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and he prunes the branches that do bear fruit so they will produce even more. You have already been pruned and purified by the message I have given you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me is thrown away like a useless branch and withers. Such branches are gathered into a pile to be burnt. But if you remain in me and my words remain in you, you ask for anything you want and it will be granted. When you produce much fruit, you are my true disciples. That brings great glory to my Father. Right, so there's a lot that I get from this, but I think one of the reasons why I appreciate parables personally is because, it helps deepen my understanding. Because when you think about it, when you think about a tree, and a tree that produces fruits, if the branch is not connected to the actual tree, then it won't produce any fruit. So for me, I think that, our Christian lives can be challenging, the Christian faith can be challenging in a lot of ways, but the reality of the situation is that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And, one of the ways in which we can, do all things is by remaining in him, and letting his word live inside of you, and just allowing it to change you, because as it says, without me you can do nothing, so just to encourage you guys in your faith, just to keep Jesus close, remain in him, let his words remain in you, let his words, change you and transform you. You don't have to do it alone, Yes, the Bible speaks about how our Father expects perfection, but it's his spirit that dwells in us. So we can do it. We can do all things through Christ. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're finding challenging, whatever it could be, Jesus is the answer. So remain in him and let his words remain in you and be changed. And it also says that he prunes the ones that he loves. So in the process of, in our journey with God, there are a lot of we develop and we change, you know what I mean? Because God sees things, areas where we need to develop in. And sometimes undergoing that change is painful. When you think about pruning, literally getting rid of certain things, so that you can grow, and produce fruit. You know what I mean? So embrace that. That's what I would say. And that's what I personally get from it. I don't know what you guys get from it, but God bless.